The first order of business is what's transpiring in the National Football League. It's the first day, free agent signings and what have you. Top story has been Saquon Barkley going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me say a couple of things. I know you want to hear about your Cowboys, but damn it, they keep losing. Okay? When they start winning, we'll talk about them. I love them. I can't stand Cowboy fans, but I love the team. I love Jerry Jones. That's my buddy. His son Steven was right inside. It was good seeing him. But that's very, very bad news for the Dallas Cowboys, because when you look at Saquon Barkley and what he brings to the table as a dual threat, 35 touchdowns rushing in his career, 12-yard touchdown passes in his career that he's caught, the brother's all world. And when you look at him being all world, and then you look at a guy like Jalen Hurts, you look at A.J. Brown, you look at Devontae Smith, you look at Dallas Goedert, you look at a formidable offensive line. This comes down to Jalen Hurts, who's got something to prove. If Jalen Hurts don't show up, they're toast. And they got a lot to make up for after they nosedived last year. So I'd like y'all to keep y'all mind on that. Let's get that out of the way right now. The Dallas Cowboys, as formidable as they're going to be, I know I'm in Texas, but the bottom line is them brothers they got their work cut out for them. I don't know if y'all going to win the NFC East this year, but we shall see. I'm not going to depress y'all by talking about Dak Prescott. We're going to be nice today. I'm in Texas. The weather's nice. You're in a good mood. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings by telling you what your quarterback ain't going to do this upcoming season. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to move on from that. The Atlanta Falcons, they acquired Kirk Cousins. 4 years, 90 to 100 million guaranteed. They're talking about what he's going to do. Damn it, he's coming off an Achilles injury. I'm not sold. They got Bijan Robinson. You remember what he did when he was here. That brother's something special. They got some other weapons as well, but they got a long way to go. I'm not being sold too much on that. That's how I feel about Kirk Cousins going to the Atlanta Falcons. I'm looking back, getting back to Jalen Hurts. There is no excuse for him not to handle his business this upcoming season with those weapons he has available to him. Now, the Eagles secondary, they were ranked 31st in the National Football League. They were trash. They can't stop a cold in the passing attack. We get that. So until they upgrade in that regard, I don't know what they're going to be able to do, but that's a story for another day. The other one I wanted to get to was Russell Wilson. And I'm going to go sit down for this one. Because, you see, we got to be honest when we're talking about certain people. And we don't want to get too personal. But if you live in the city of Denver, if you are a Denver Broncos fan, the only damn thing you have to thank Russell Wilson for is bringing Sierra with him. There's nothing else that he's really, really done that should turn anybody on. It's just that simple. Because he struggled 11-19 as a starter. And all of these people that you see all of these shows talking about Russell Wilson. Let me be very, very clear. Russell Wilson can still play. The 9-time Pro Bowler, he's a Super Bowl champion. He can still play. And he's going to the Pittsburgh Steelers now on a minimum guarantee $1.2 million contract. But it doesn't matter because he's getting $37.8 million from the Denver Broncos. They're obligated to pay him those dollars. So he's going to make $39 million next year. Okay? And it's a hard $85 million cap hit the Denver Broncos are stomaching. And they did that just to get rid of his ass. So when you look at it from that perspective, you're wondering, can he still play? Yes, he can still play. 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, doesn't turn the football over. We get what he brings to the table. I'm going to end by saying this, because this is very important. When you saw Russell Wilson and you see people on TV complaining about him, all of you whippersnappers out there, young, middle-aged, old, and in between, listen to what I'm about to tell you. You can't act above everybody else. You can be above. I mean, you know, there's Stephen A. and then there are other people. And so that comes with it. But what you can't do, and I'm looking at my producers, hold off on the clock because, damn it, I started late. Give me an extra minute. When you are here, you can't act like other people are there. And that's what Russell Wilson did. Russell Wilson went to Denver, had like 3 or 4 private parking spaces reserved for himself, had his own office, came through a side door, didn't fraternize or socialize with his teammates. So you were separate and apart from that. Why would they want to be your teammate? You got to be Tom Brady, you doing something like that. You got to be Patrick Mahomes, you doing something like that. Oh, by the way, they didn't do that. So who the hell was he? That is the indictment that people are not saying enough about Russell Wilson. I can assure you that ain't going to happen in Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin and the crew ain't having that. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Those are some of my quick hitters.